If you run an e-commerce site and you are producing blogs, you should stop caring about whether those blogs rank at all, which might sound a little counterintuitive, but I just want to make a video to, talk about this a little bit. It'll probably be a bit of a shorter video, but the point I'm trying to make is that your Shopify blog or any e-commerce blog doesn't need to rank number one on Google for whatever keyword you're targeting. And that's because the way you make money in e-commerce SEO is by getting product pages and collection pages to rank for commercial intent keywords, right? No one's going to buy your blog, buy anything by landing on your blog for the first time. You'll obviously make an impression as a brand, and you want to make a good impression if they do end up, introducing themselves to your brand through a blog for the first time. But at the end of the day, they're not going to buy by landing on the blog. They're going to land on the blog, and if you're lucky, they'll navigate to a collection page or a product page and buy something. But, most likely they're not going to, the first time they land on your site, they're probably not going to be doing that. And so I like to tell clients, forget about how well blogs rank, because they serve a completely different purpose than you might think. They're still really important. Don't get me wrong. You need to make them, and they need to be high quality. But blogs in the e-commerce space, blogs exist simply to support bottom of funnel pages, and those are being collection pages and product pages through internal linking. That's their sole purpose in my head. That's what I educate my clients as the way to think about them. And a blog ranking number one for any given topic is really nice, and that's going to help support the bottom of funnel pages even more. But at the end of the day, they can rank anything. They just have to exist on your website in order to provide value. So the way you do that is, of course, by internally linking. So the way I like to think about this and explain this to my clients is that by adding internal links to blogs, you're basically telling Google, hey, when someone lands on this page, this first link within the first paragraph, this is the most important thing I want them to click on. And wherever this link leads is where I want that person to eventually end up on my website. So Google sees that first link to a bottom of funnel page is very important. It's a very strong signal to Google that collection page or product page is the page that you want to rank well. And that's the page where you want people to end up on your site. So by properly internally linking to a bunch of different product pages and collection pages within each blog, you are passing that link juice, that SEO value, from the blog up to the collection page or the product page, and that link juice is going to help that page, the collection page, the bottom of funnel page, rank better for whatever keyword you need it to rank for. And so that is the main purpose of blog. That's the only purpose of a blog in e-commerce. And that's the way you need to think about it. Every blog needs to have that proper internal linking structure pointing to bottom of funnel pages, because those are the pages that are going to make you money. The blogs are not going to make you money. Now, this does not mean that the quality of the blog content doesn't matter. Of course it does. If someone does end up on a blog, if someone is introduced to your brand through one of your blogs for the first time, you need to make a good impression. So you need to make content that is helpful and people want to read, and answers questions that people have well, and gives solutions to different problems people have. These are the types of blogs you need to be writing, and they need to actually be good. So, AI is really good at helping with that, but you can't just shit out a bunch of blogs and hope it works, right? If you just have a bunch of crappy blogs and that's the first impression you're leaving on someone, they're not going to trust your brand very much, and it's going to hurt conversion rates. So even though you can produce 1 million blogs a day if you wanted to, you absolutely should not. You should keep it at most like 4 per week. And that's kind of pushing it. I would stick to maybe 2 a week and make sure they're high quality. Make sure they're properly internally linked, and then you can just kind of forget about it because it doesn't matter how well it ranks. If it ends up ranking on the first page or in the first position, awesome. That's just going to help the bottom of funnel pages rank better. But it's better to focus on getting more content out there than really laser focusing on just one specific blog that you want to do well. You should take that focus, put it into your collection pages and your product pages to make those rank well, because again, that's where your money comes from. So yeah, that's about it. End rant. The blogs don't need to rank well. They're just there to support your bottom of funnel pages. So the steps to follow here are write blogs that are helpful to your target customer. Ensure the first internal link in the blog points to a bottom of funnel page. Make sure there are several other links to bottom of funnel pages in each blog. Make sure there are a few links to other blogs within each blog, so you're laterally linking. And then post it, and then post and ghost. Forget about it. As long as it's there with the internal links properly placed, it's doing its job, and that's all that matters. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful to some people when it comes to writing blogs for e-commerce sites. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I will certainly answer any questions, or if you have a differing opinion, I'd like to hear it. And yeah, hope that was helpful to you.